What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, coming at you with another AMA Ask Me Anything. This one is all about how long is it necessary to stay into ketosis after you've reached your goal. Before we dive into this, let's roll the intro. And we're back. All right, so Diane asks, if a person eats keto to reach body composition goals, do they need to remain strict keto for life in order to maintain this? Or is there wiggle room for more variety of food later on? Great question, Diane. All right, so depends on who you ask, honestly. There's people in the space where you ask this exact same question, and they will say, hard stop, no doubt about it. No need to stay in ketosis long term. Now that you reach your goal, just run buck wild. And I get where they're coming from. I mean, the honest answer is if you have reached your goal, your ability to be a bit more fast and loose with your nutrition is going to be there at the table, at the taking. Because here's the thing. If you have a very specific, strict goal in mind, my opinion is that you need to optimize for that goal in order to reach it in the most effective, efficient manner possible. This is why when I'm in a competition prep and I'm trying to get down to 4% body fat, 3% body fat, I'm counting every macro, I'm tracking every gram, I'm getting everything dialed in and pulling out all the stops so that I can reach that goal as best I can. Now, when I've reached that goal, I can't maintain that, 3% body fat indefinitely, so I have to allow myself a little bit more variety. I have to allow myself a little bit more food. I have to allow myself a little bit less cardio. I have to allow myself to a life that's a little bit more sustainable. Now, if you were to ask, is keto long-term sustainable, I would 1,000% say yes. So in my opinion, if you want to maintain a ketogenic state after you've reached your goal, you're totally fine to do so. You're not going to be missing out. You're not going to become metabolically inflexible if you stay in ketosis. So don't worry about that. So it honestly becomes more a matter of what is sustainable for you and what are you okay with? What are you accepting of? For me, and I think this honestly goes way past the question of the ketogenic diet. This can be applicable to all industries and all walks of life. If my goal as a businessman is to become wildly successful, have a lot of revenues, make more money than I spend, and then to be a healthy business, and I reach that goal, and somebody was to ask me, hey, once you've reached that goal, do you need to keep doing the things that you did to get you there in the first place, or can you be a lot more flexible? Yeah, I can be a lot more flexible, but I'm probably going to double down on the things that led to that success in the first place. And I feel like the very same thing is true with regard to your nutrition. If you've tried everything else and those other things haven't worked for you, you've found keto and that's worked for you, and you've reached that compositional goal, why in the world would it make sense to deviate from the things that led you to that goal in the first place, led you to that success in the first place? If a ketogenic diet is in fact sustainable for you and you found it to be enjoyable and effective and efficient in reaching that goal, then I would encourage you to double down on doing the things that led to that success to begin with. No need to deviate. No need to feel like the grass is always greener on the other side if what you're doing is working and has got you to that point of success that you're looking for to begin with. I feel like so many people right now in the space are in this grass is green on the other side mentality where they'll find all the success with keto, then they'll have to look around the horizon to find what's the next big thing popping so they can jump over there and try and capitalize on the hype train as well. To me, that dilutes the quality of your actions in the first place. That's kind of why I mean, we can go on a whole philosophical rant here about, why I am the way I am when it comes to things. But for me personally, all of my success, nutritionally speaking, has come from a ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet helped me recover from my disordered eating tendencies. It helped me get my pro card with a natural bodybuilding endeavors. And it's just allowed me to be a better athlete and healthier person. If we're talking strict, biology here, strict ketogenic diet, nutrition, fitness, performance, etc. All of my livelihood has improved as a result of a ketogenic diet. I don't need to try and make up some reason as to why it's no longer working. I don't need to try and find the next hype train and capitalize on that. Rather, I'm just going to double down on what I know to be really, really effective and efficient at getting me to reach my own personal health goals. And then I know that I'm not this anomaly. There's 7.3 billion people out there. A lot of people have and will continue to see tremendous success with a strict ketogenic diet. So there's no benefit in me saying, hey, look, this has worked really, really well for me, but look over there's something else that's shiny new object syndrome. Go for that. Rather, I'm going to inspire and educate and help other people double down on what I know has led to their success, which for many, especially in my circles, is a ketogenic diet. So I'm probably giving you way more than you asked for here. But if your question is, hey, I've got a goal. Let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds. If you're trying to lose 50 pounds and you're going off from one diet to the other, you're probably not going to reach that goal as effectively as possible. But once you reach that goal, you lose that 50 pounds, you have that composition, then yeah, it's easier to maintain that than it is to not. However, why would you want to simply maintain? Why would you not rather want to optimize and get better, ideally following the same principles that led to that success in the first place? And that, to me, is one of the main reasons why I'm such an advocate for following a strict ketogenic diet. For me, I'm not saying that's what everybody has to do. I'm not saying that people that don't do that are wrong. I'm just saying that for me, I have no reason in the world to deviate from what has led to my health in the first place. So hopefully that wasn't too long-winded, Diane. I really appreciate the question. I think it was a great question. Let me know if you have any more questions. You requested some cookies and cream keto bricks, so I've got some of those shipping your way right now. For any of those who do not know how these AMA videos work, there's a Google form in the description below. Feel free to jump on that, submit a well-thought-out question, and if I use your question in an AMA, I will send you some bricks with the flavor of your choosing. Thank you again. Talk to you next time.